I have found the perfect replacement for my L322. And keen-eyed viewers may notice that this is a different L322. My TD6 ran out of MOT, and I looked at it and I just thought, there's no way I'm getting this back on the road economically. The gearbox was on the way out in 4th and 5th, it was shuddering all over the place. I was like pneumatic drilling everywhere, and it was getting absolutely ridiculous. And it wasn't just that, the airbag light on the passenger side, it just kept coming on, and I couldn't work out why. The rear driver side jacking point, it was a lump of wood. And also, there was a plethora of other problems such as battery issues. Why am I spending all this time and money on an old Range Rover when I can buy another old Range Rover that's got an MOT on it? This one came up for sale, and this is the 4.4 litre V8 petrol. And funnily enough, the fuel economy is terrible, although it's actually not as bad as the TD6, so I believe that there's something going on there. Something isn't quite right with my TD6. The TD6 was getting 13.9 to the gallon. This is getting 16. The TD6 made 177 horsepower. This, 280. You can definitely feel the difference. Yes, it's only 0 to 60 in 9 seconds, so it's not quick by any means, but it feels quick, and it does it with such more of a snap. The TD6 felt like a tractor compared to this. Sounds nice too. Screams, actually. The L322 is such a good car that I just don't need another car. Although having said that, this is my last drive in this one. And I know that this is the video where I say I bought a new daily to replace my Range Rover. I understand that, but this is actually the last time I'll be driving this car on the road. It's the end of the month and I've actually found another car to daily. A car that's going to do 40 to the gallon, no matter how I drive it. A car that's still got space, a car that should be reliable. That will be coming up in another video. This car, I just wanted to give it a bit of a farewell, even if it is the first time you were seeing it and saying hello. For the last 6 weeks or so, it's actually been pretty perfect. I've not had any issues with it at all. Gearbox is lovely. It goes nice and quickly. The seats aren't as comfortable as the other car because the other L322, the seats folded here. I think that's because it's got a different spec. The TD6 was a Vogue. This is a HSE. I believe that the HSE is a lower spec. I do admit though that this is a nicer colour to have, contrasting against this bluey navy colour. And also having no tint on the rear windows and the rear honestly makes a massive difference. When you look into the car, it looks a lot nicer. It looks a bit more prestigious, whereas the other one looked a tiny bit shabby in that way because it had some tint even if it wasn't that heavy. You may be wondering why when we went down the road a minute ago it was so bumpy. That's because this does not have air suspension. This has had a spring conversion, and to be honest, it means that I don't come out in the morning and see my car like this, like I did with the other car, which had air suspension intact. But the only thing is, it's very squeaky around the front end. It rolls in a way that doesn't follow what you'd expect in a Range Rover because obviously it hasn't got the air suspension. It's a bit more rather than just like rolling. Makes you feel a bit sick. It is a shame to be kind of putting this car into retirement for now, but I think my plan is to sell it. It's only got 103,000 miles on it, and everything pretty much works as it should do. Obviously apart from the air suspension because it hasn't got any. But I just wanted to give it a bit of a video while I came up to the new unit, just to kind of give it a farewell. And yeah, hopefully this shall be up for sale soon. Just need to give it a bit of a clean up and get the other car on the road.